Hello valued viewers, I hope you're all doing very well. A couple of weeks ago we did this battle, 6th gen US NGAD Squadron versus an entire 5th and 4th gen Chinese Navy air wing. That was 18 NGADs versus 48 Chinese aircraft, and amazingly the NGADs won with absolute superiority. None of us had predicted that. So today we're upping the ante. Today we're against the Russians as requested by you guys, but instead of one air wing it's two air wings, 98 aircraft we're going to take on with just 18 NGADs. Before we look at the scenario, let's have a look at the aircraft involved today. These tactical battles don't really mean much unless I specify exactly how everything's set up. I'll go as quickly as I can. The NGAD, originally by Greg and Spino, converted to Grim Reaper's version 2.8. Radar cross-section 0.404 square meters. It can be seen at 7 to 16 nautical miles. For reference, that is the Raptor's radar cross-section. Max speed, Mach 2.5. Really importantly, max supercruise, Mach 1.9. I should specify this is our interpretation, our concept for Naval NGAD. Long range, high supercruise, high fuel load, lots of missiles, not so good maneuverability. BVR missiles, aim 260, range 130 odd miles. Also, the mainstay will be the next gen missile, the Peregrine. Small missile, around 60 nautical miles. Within visual range, they probably won't use AIM-9X in 2030, but just as a workaround, we've got AIM-9X for close range, and it's our flight model. Russians have 3 aircraft today. Su-57, original Cuban Ace, Grim Reaper's version 7, radar cross-section. As per the first generation, 0.12 square meters. It can be seen at about 45 miles. Mach speed in our configuration, Mach 2.1. Beyond visual range air-to-air missile, R-77M, 110 miles. Close range, R-74, 20 miles. It's our flight model. Mig-31 by JSN 64, converted to Grim Reaper's version 6. Radar cross-section 7 square meters. It can be seen a million miles away. Max speed, Mach 2.8. Beyond visual range missile, the mighty R-37M modernized AXED, 160 miles range. Not that it will do a lot of good for them today. Close range, or medium range in this case, R-77-1, 60 miles. It's our flight model. Finally, Su-35, codename Flanker, our version 8. Radar cross-section 5 square meters. It can be seen 100 miles away. Max speed, Mach 2.2. Beyond visual range air-to-air missile. Oh, that's a typo. Sorry, it's going to be the R-77-1. It's a better anti-stealth missile. And close range R-74. It's our flight model. Loadouts today will vary for the NGAD. There will be masters and there will be slaves. The masters will be human flown. The slaves will be AI. Slaves work better with different loadouts, but here's the weapons that we can have. For the humans, they're going to have AIM 260s. They're going to have a whole load of mini Peregrines, 12 and 2 Sidewinders. So big loadouts for the Naval NGAD, which is what we think the real master Naval NGADs will be. In reality, we think the AI drones for the NGAD will actually be a completely different, in fact, existing airframe. But for today, we'll keep it the same as it's our concept we're working on. Su-57 loadouts will be full stealth configuration. No, it's not very stealthy, but it is technically low observability still. We have 4 R-77M missiles and 2 R-74s. Fox Hound, we have 4 R-37Ms and 2 R-77-1s. And Su-35, 6 R-77-1s and 2 R-74Ms. Our interpretation of the Naval NGAD is long-range combat, patrolling and controlling the Pacific Ocean. And so the scenarios we set up must be huge scenarios. Today's combat area, east to west, is 400 plus 180. That's nearly 600 miles east to west and 400 miles north to south. To make it a bit more observable, the hostiles I've put in a 400 by 400 mile box, divided up by grid squares. The purple grid squares each have a flight of Su-35s. Total 32 Su-35s. Green will be MiG-31s. Total 32 MiG-31s. And the dark blue will be Su-57s. Yes, I'm aware they don't have 32 of them, but in 2030 they might. So Who knows? 32 Su-57 Phelons and an AWACS there and an AWACS there. So when we're referring to the hostiles, we can refer to the grid coordinates. Each grid square is 65 miles tall and wide. So that's total Russian aircraft 98 today, all set to max skill level and all of our normal stuff. In fact, all I've set them up is max skill level and patrolling. I haven't tried to control anything else. The US have 2 AWACS here and here, possibly out of range to be a lot of help, but that's the problem with long range distances. Same with the Russians as well, to be honest. There will be 18 NGADs as per last time. 6 will be human controls and 12 will be slave AI. Total only 20 aircraft, so 5-to-1 ratio of aircraft today. The humans, which leads the groups of 3, should be loaded out with 4 JTAMs, 12 Peregrine and 2 AIM-9X for close range, and I think they've got a gun as well. No idea if the real NGAD will have a gun. Each AI slave will have a different livery, as you can see, and it will be maxed out with Peregrines. They don't do so well with JTAMs for some reason. 20 Peregrines and 2 Sidewinders. And that's it. My pilots today are Poosh, Simba, Bird, Cannibal, Dark, Strider. Say hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
Guys, the roleplay is roughly as per how we think the real NGADs will be used. Because of their super stealth, I'm going to control you from a master NGAD and get you into positions at these grid squares. There, and there. Ready for a wide front abreast attack. Once you're in those positions and patrolling, obviously out of sight because of your stealth, I will give the kill command. At that point, you must turn towards the hostiles. Once you are fully turned towards the hostiles, you can use your AI as you see fit. You can send both in, you can send one in, or you can send none in. You can charge in yourself if you like. It's completely up to you. Try and attack the group of hostiles roughly set out in the opposing grid square to keep things organised. It's not supposed to be super realistic today, viewers. It's kind of a concept. It's looking at how NGAD could be used and trying to find out how effective it could be. Like with the Chinese attack, I've had no way of testing this. I can't test it without humans, and I've got no idea how this is going to go. But try and make some kind of prediction, guys.
I think it'll be like last time. The only real wild card, I think, is the 31s and being up higher and whatnot. But I think it'll be NGADs will probably win out.
Roger. Yeah, we never actually found out why. We never got time to look into it. Well, to find out how the NGADs did so well last time, viewers. So we expect you guys, we hope you guys are going to watch and tell us. We just punch the numbers in and stuff happens. And we never actually figured out why, but it may work again here, it may not. Anyone else, guys?
I actually think, as per last time, the NGAD's going to do great against the 35, against the 31 also. It's just the low observability Phelons. When we've got to get a bit closer, we may see some numbers down.
The biggest card, as well as our stealth, is our Peregrine missiles. They're not actually amazing missiles. They are literally Mark IV capable. They can go max 60 miles. But for some reason, they just do amazingly well. It's how they use them. They just kind of spam them out. I guess they just know they've got so many. They just spam them out everywhere. And as soon as the hostile is fired upon, they have to go defensive and usually end up getting killed. So we'll see if the same thing happens. Right, stand by for action. Welcome into the battle, viewers. Just 18 NGAD versus 98 or 96 Russian fighters. This is going to be super cool. In fact, while I'm here, let's just have a quick look. That's an Su-35. That's an Mig-31. Its missiles are on the belly, by the way. And that is an Su-57. Its missiles are internal. Simba, please, pause. In case you haven't seen one of these before, viewers, you have flights of 3. The humans lead the AI variant of the NGAD. Like I said, in real life, the AI variant of the NGAD is actually going to be a different aircraft, an inferior aircraft. But also, our interpretation of NGAD is that it will be a hierarchy system where we have one master NGAD, lots of kind of sergeant NGADs, and then the AI slaves. Right, guys, I'm going to issue you some commands. Simba, can you please go to grid square Foxtrot Delta 314 for 150 miles? Bird, Foxtrot Charlie 294 degrees for 130 miles. Dark, Foxtrot Bravo 270 for 120 miles. Poosh, Foxtrot Alpha 244 degrees for 120 miles. Cannonball, Foxtrot Victor 225 degrees for 160 miles. And Strider, Foxtrot Uniform 220 degrees for 200 miles. That's quite a long way. It's a very long way, but these can super cruise at Mach 1.9, viewers, and do pretty good gas mileage. In fact, they can go like 3,000 miles. That's, again, part of our NGAD concept, how we think they're going to operate. Remember last time, guys, you found your optimal altitude at around, I think it was high 40s for fuel burn, like 48 or something thousand feet. Bird, you're leaving your AI behind. I don't know why, but I'm going to leave that to you to sort out. I'm going to trust you to get
He's in burner.
I'm going to trust you to get... Don't be a burner, guys. It burns so much fuel in these engines. In terms of roleplay, viewers, this box here is my predicted range at which we think the hostiles will detect us. Well, it should be about right, to be honest. R37M, we rarely get to use them in DCS because they are so stupidly good, the R37M. We've got nothing that really competes with it. Probably unrealistically good, but it's not a perfect sim. And the Su-57s, will they have squadrons or air wings of them in 2030? Who knows? Maybe they'll have something different. All radar cross-sections, kinematics, missiles, everything modelled as best we can, viewers, so it should be a fairly decent outcome. Bird is streaking ahead. I guess you burned up to your super cruise, is that right?
Yep, we're about 90% RPM at Mach 1.8.
Because you missed our earlier videos, the whole concept that we're putting towards Pacific NGAD is big, heavy, long-range, well-equipped fighter, interceptor, air superiority. That's what our NGAD represents. That said, because of all those things I just said, it is not a good manoeuvring aircraft to avoid dogfights where possible. Right, viewers, I'll probably stop the video and start again later on when they get closer. Right, Strider's only got 20 miles to go at Mach 1.8, and then we are all gun-ho, viewers. What I need to stress, viewers, is the size of the simulations. I know you see DCS videos all the time, and people are fighting at 50 miles, 70 miles, 100 miles, maybe 200 miles, not 600 miles. It's such a big... Because of that, we'll get some strange AI behavior. Some of these guys may not attack until certain ranges because they have to think, okay, how far can I attack with my fuel load? It's probably 150 miles, 200 miles, something like that. It's not going to be that big. We'll just have to see how it goes. All right, guys, in that case, I wish you all to turn into combat now, to turn west, but do not engage. Turn west, but do not engage. I just want to get everyone facing the right direction before we start setting Pitbull AIs off and firing missiles and stuff like that. So the plan is here that Simba's obviously going to attack Delta Delta, Bird's going to attack Delta Charlie, Dark, and so on and so forth. So we've got equal coverage. I know it'll all break down into a giant dogfight in the end, it always does, but if it looks like they're taking a long time, viewers, remember this is not a Raptor. It does not turn well. It takes ages to turn. Right, guys, you may engage at will, however you want to do it. Simba's splaying north, Strider's splaying south, trying to deconflict their targets as best as possible. No missiles out yet. Let's check the hostiles. Hostiles have spotted you. They're engaging. Now, all hostiles are omni-aware now of these guys' presence, but only the ones that are in tactical range will actually... So these MiG-31s can engage. In fact, everyone's engaging. I take that back, viewers. I think everyone's just engaging. Good luck, boys. I didn't think it was going to go down like that. We have a missile! Peregrine here. Next generation missile viewer. AIM 200A. Range 60 miles. Mark 4 missile. I said they're being fired from Mark 1.8, so that's why you're seeing them above Mark 4, I presume. Look at those babies loft. 80,000 feet. The idea of Peregrine, and the reason it's called Peregrine, viewers, is like a peregrine falcon. It goes above the target, pretty much into space, and drops directly down onto the target. That's how it's going to be so lethal, apparently. 19 Peregrines out, maybe some JTAMs, I don't know, I can't really see it all. Oh, this is going to happen so fast, viewers. So friggin' fast. Main bat was going to be down here to begin with. 83,000 feet. The hostiles are going to be about 20, 30,000 feet. Like I said, it's going to drop right down on their head. 28 Peregrines out thus far. The Su-35 needs to get direct eyes on the target to fire, so it won't be able to do that 16, 17 miles because of the increased stealth. Peregrine diving down. Hello, boys. There he is. And Peregrine evaded. Fired just slightly too far away. I take that back. 4 SUs down. Some hit, some missed. Evaded. 5 Su-35s down. A whole hell of Peregrines raining in now. No visual on any JTAMs yet. Smacky boom boom. 8 SUs down. 53 Peregrines fired. No idea on the PK until a few minutes. 10 SUs down. Real hard to spot the kills, viewers. Dodged. Well, they're not infallible, I suppose. 12 SUs down. No SUs have fired any missiles, although they are close enough so they could. But they have been tactically oppressed. Simba attacking these guys here. Boom! Smash. 14.
My grid square is clear.
Oh, wow, Poosh. Help someone else.
Yeah.
Well done, Poosh. Prime killer. Oh, Cannibal's got himself in a dogfight. Or has he? No, there's a huge altitude difference. 16 Su-35s down. There are 42 in total, if I've done my job right. At a cost of $1.5 billion equivalent. That's a lot. Well evaded, outrun it. Now, as the missiles are now fired from smaller distances, they're going to be less potent. They want to get to 80,000 feet. That's what Peregrine wants to do. As these Su-35s get pushed down to sea level, they become much less effective. Their weapons become worse. Oh, these guys have got all kinds of nonsense. It's 3 AI. The guys at Grid Square Echo Bravo need backing up by human. Everyone else seems pretty under control. Also, Delta Uniform, no, that seems under control. Just that Grid Square needs help, I think. 21. Oh, finally they've started firing back. Oh! Under too much pressure. 23 Su-35s down. No NGADs down. 90 Peregrines fired. Have we even got enough to do this? I don't know. 1 hostile missile fired. They've only got 1 solution so far, and that's pretty impressive. There it is. And it looks like it's already been beaten.
Bird, keep tabs on Uzi 1-2.
Yeah, I've told him to RTB and rejoin, but he seems to be...
He's turning back. He's turning back. I see. He is listening. These guys have got themselves exactly where they don't want to be. In a dogfight. Where they do not perform admirably. Guy's doing a friggin' tail slide. Think about how much pressure that Russian must be under. Using his thrust vectoring, look. Shoot him, for God's sake, shoot him. Out friggin' time. Dark's getting in there. No, still no blues down yet. And there is no cheating and there is no invincibility or anything, viewers, I can tell you. NGADs will get shot down. It's just they've had such a tactical advantage at the moment. The next... Oh, Mig-31s. Still only 1 red missile fire. That is absolutely incredible. Mig-31 down. Right, 28 Su-35s down, so just 4 left. And 6 Mig-31s down, especially down the south. The south is really hitting hard, guys. I don't think we can find a way of challenging NGAD. I think it's just 2. With that radar cross-section, that super cruise, that fuel load, and this missile, I don't think it can be beaten by anything. 105 blue missiles fired. Russia cost $3 billion. Mighty MiG-31 struggling to get away from it. Boom. This one, 90 degrees down. 90 degrees. It has missed him though. 37 red aircraft down. Pretty much everyone on the table is now engaging. I wish I could give you a better view, viewers. Good evasion. How about that view there? Do you like that view there? Simba's right up the north, and that's tactically good. He wants to pincer as much as possible because it removes any red tactics that they would have. And they've got no tactics. They've only fired 1 missile, viewers. They just cannot get a solution. Remember, they can only fire at the NGAD at 16 miles with any of their missiles. And they have been closer than that, but every time I've seen them, they've had their butts turned to the NGADs. Been defensive for one reason or another. Is this going to track or what? Yes, it is. Straight down. 90 degrees down.
No RWR.
No RWR. You got it. Yep, so we didn't even get a warning because the missile was coming straight down. Okay, the north is starting to catch up now. Beautiful front. There, Dark, there's one that's got away from the group just north of you. I'm sure you've seen it. But yeah, he needs taking out Blix.
Yes.
I think we've got Spino to thank for the AIM 200 viewers. I think that's right. 42 hostile red aircraft down at a cost of $3.2 billion. So look at Simba's push right off the board. It's allowed. You are allowed to go off the board, and red can go off the board. It's just starting positions. Peregrine coming down nice and steep. Dark still chasing this little guy down. Look at this lovely little no man's land they've hashed out between the blues and the reds. Now the problem I see is the blues are going to start running out of missiles, or are they? That's the front there, all along the purple sector. Some Peregrines are increasingly getting beaten now because they're being fired from less and less opportune distances and altitudes. Still no NGAD shot. Simba's pushed 3 grid squares in now along the top, punishing the Russians with Peregrine. Still haven't seen any JTAMs. JTAMs are allowed, guys. Gone dumb. Oh, we got to 100,000 feet. It went off the... Went into space.
You got a missile on me.
But once they go so high, viewers, they just stop working. Oh, wow. Dark got shot at. And Dark's getting tracked. Go on, Dark. Go on, Dark. Go on, Dark. Go on, Dark. It worked. It didn't fuse or something. It didn't blow up. Well done. Whatever works, and your mate just killed him. That's just friggin', that sums the day up, doesn't it? At the end of this, I'll ask you to friendly fire just to prove that they do have a damage model and stuff like that. I'll leave it to the end, obviously.
Simba, you're third man. I'm going after his targets if you want to bring him back.
Yep, I'm trying.
Simba's now 3.5 grid squares in. Peregrine coming 90 degrees down on some poor sap's head. Now that's a cool sight, viewing to Moonton's. That's what you really are. Lost it. Sometimes they hit that kind of critical angle where they just stop working. It seems like the blues position is starting to weaken now. Someone lost an NGAD. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they haven't. Is that friendly fire? Things are starting to get a little bit more ugly now. That's not friendly fire. Another guy down. I don't think we've lost an NGAD. I think one of Strider's has gone up here to support Cannonball, which is fine. Cannonball's making a push along these southern squares to Bravo uniform. That's cheeky. And again, it'll give them tactical advantage.
I just heard Ford 1-3 bingo fuel.
Right. Well, guys, it may not be a thing because I've given it so much fuel. I give them like 5,000 pounds. I don't know. Let's just see what happens. I don't know. Felon's in action. Felon's dying. Felon's dying. Peregrine straight down. 90-degree down kill. Well done, Poosh. Now, Poosh has definitely lost an NGAD, but it hasn't come up on the scoreboard. I apologise for that, viewers. Oh, no, he hasn't.
No,
It's in formation.
he's up to the north.
Yeah, it's like,
he's
no.
way up to the north.
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's in formation with you. No NGADs down, fair and square. This is super cool. Wow, look what Simba's done. Simba's now 4 grid squares in and shooting them from behind. May even go for an AWACS, I don't know. And this all goes into what we're trying to show viewers, the tactical use of such a stealthy aircraft with so much fuel and so many missiles. Don't go in for dogfights, go around the back. That's how it can be really, really useful. I think that's a great... another one's gone into space. DCS isn't really designed for missiles like Peregrine, so you have to bend rules and fudge things a bit, and it will break down.
Simba, you got a Mig-31 on your 7 o'clock climbing to catch him.
Yeah, and you can outrun
I'm aware.
Mig-31 deck can get to Mach 2.8. That said, it takes ages and can only do it at 50,000 feet.
Ford 1-2 is out of missiles, it seems.
There's
Right.
a felon at 75,000 feet in front of me.
Oh, it's because it's at 80 knots. He just went straight up and just coming straight back down. He's stalled out. AI acting weird today.
Okay.
Why? Well, it's because they're facing things they're not really designed to go against. So they're having to do weird... I've seen 2 go up really high and do tail slides now. Don't know why they're doing it. They just don't know what to do. They're like, my algorithms aren't working. I'll do something else. Look at that. 100 knots, 50,000 feet, and it's getting some lift.
One of my wingmen's out of missiles. They won't
Oh, dear.
engage bandits.
Right, well, that's the thing, Boosh. You're going to have to start engaging. And once you're out of missiles, you're going to have to run away.
My guys are not out of missiles and they're just refusing to engage.
That I don't know. That's
Try and tell them to engage your target.
That's out of my
I've
prerogative.
got one engaging.
If you've got a major problem, do what a real NGAD would do. Exit the theatre, guys. You don't need to kill all 98. I'd rather have safe NGADs and some baddies remaining rather than suicided NGADs.
Fortunately, Ford 1-3 is down.
We've lost an NGAD. We've lost an NGAD.
We don't have AWACS if we get much further.
Well, yep, that's the thing. As it would be kind of in real life, AWACS can see 300 miles viewers, and look, 300 miles, right on the extent of it. There's not much you can do with that because the Russians would just use their anti-AWACS, KS-172s and stuff, so you need to stay far away. Find a way around it, guys, and if you can't find a way around it, run away, and it's obviously a nice victory. You've killed 70 Russians, for God's sake.
Are AWACS legal targets?
Absolutely, guys, as it would be in real life. It's a great target to NGAD. dodge. Fox 3, West Strider, West Strider, West Strider. That's an AIM-260, so they're saving the AIM-260s, viewers, for the 100 and whatever million mile, there you go, 135 mile shots. Now, the problem with it is, viewers, that it won't actually guide without AWACS. It doesn't have AWACS, but it may just work on inertial. As long as this guy doesn't move too far up the kill box, it may still track. Well, you never know until you try it. 70 Russians down. That is 8 SU. God, this is a good battle. 8 Su-57s. All 32 Su-35s are down. 30 of the 32 Mig-31s are down at the cost of 1 NGAD. 180 Peregrines fired. What we in the business, viewers, called a jolly good battle. And a little birdie told me you do enjoy jolly good battles. Look at that, run him out of energy. Pretty bad defensive from a MiG. Obviously, it's not designed to dodge missiles, let alone at high altitude. Bird, you've lost a wingman.
Nope. 3's in formation with me, 2's rejoining.
Oh, yeah, it's going to go close. I don't see them. Look at that, viewers. Don't you love that AI? Like a loyal dog. Oh, Simba's doing a thing, taking out the other AWACS. Now he's used a Peregrine, which I think is a stupid thing to do, but we'll see. It might still get there. The Blues, they've kind of contained them in this little pocket, look, viewers. But they're going to be running real low on ammo now. I don't know how many. 180 missiles fired. I don't know. I can't do the maths. You have to do it for me. That's a Felon. Only Felons left. Only Felons left. No lift. Oh, Dark's got himself into dogfights. He likes doing that. Oh, they're out of fuel. The Felons are out of fuel. Well, what did we say, viewers, about big 500 mile? I mean, let's see how far he's gone. He's gone 160 miles, done a bit of dodging, a bit of fighting on afterburner. I gave him 25,000 pounds of fuel or whatever it was. He's out of fuel. It's all modelled fair and square. Out of fuel. They're running out of fuel.
Is that why they're all on the deck?
Yeah, that's why they're on the deck. You won it. AI is just not that smart, viewers. It's kind of binary. It's on or it's off. And they'll just sit on with it. They don't care about fuel. And once they run out, they run out. This guy's run out. It's one of the annoying things about AI. It'll probably never be solved. But one thing it does highlight is the use of a long-range, high supercruise, high fuel, and I'm talking thousands of miles, high fuel fighter. Oh, the AIM-20 is still going for the AWACS. Like I said, viewers, these missiles are guided by AWACS, and our AWACS can't see. So unfortunately, it's going blind. It's just how we modeled them, which is how we think they will be in real life. Strider's pretty much going to some ACMS here. The Felons are no threat now once they go into their AI cycle of no
gun
fuel.
kill.
Gun kill. Oof. Simba's not happy to take the AWACS. He's going for it. You'll have to guide it in yourself, Simba. There's no AWACS coverage out here.
Yep.
This is a Mark 5 missile, viewers. Well, fired from Mark 2, it's even faster. It's a Mark 7 missile, but nominally it's a Mark 5 missile. I feel like the NGADs are all out of ammo. Taxpayer cost, Russia, $5 billion. America, $500 million. Just in missiles and one NGAD. Okay, Simba's self-guided missile is going to get to target. It can be guided by the host plane as long as you retain a lock, just like you could in real life. And Kung Pao Chicken. Dark finally using his AIM-260s. Strider's going to have another pop at that AWACS. Dark's got into ACM. Doesn't realise it, but he has.
No, I just have to guide the missiles still.
Look at him stalling into... Embarrassing for you, sir. You should have brought fuel tanks. The only other challenge I can think, other than putting NGAD against NGAD, which is a bit pointless, viewers, the only other thing I can think of is putting NGAD against American 5th gen, so Raptors and F-35s. They've got the best 5th gen stealth as modelled here, so maybe that will be a challenge for them. I guess we'll have to see. But certainly Russian 4th and 5th gen just does not stand a freaking chance. Look at that, that's nice. I'm going to live there, viewers. Nearly 200 missiles fired from America, just the ones the scoreboard caught. 196. 3 Russian missiles fired. Absolutely amazing. Oh. Actually, there is one thing I can think of, viewers. Although the NGAD is very stealthy, it's not very stealthy in terms of heat. It's still a jet fighter with big, hot engines. I wonder if the old 1980s Russian tech of medium-range IR missiles would actually be more effective, because clearly they're struggling with radar-guided missiles. So that's something we could even think about. We've set the NGAD heat emissions up the same as the F-35. It's just a guess, obviously, I don't know.
I think it'll be a lot cooler in real life.
Good dodge. Look at that. Current technology, viewers. Future technology. It's a great screenshot there. This is just a great video. I'm enjoying this, guys. God, it's getting on now, guys. I'm going to let the FAXX be shot, and then I'm going to call it, guys. There's just a couple of things I want to do. Are you guiding that missile?
I lost lock on you, Lex.
Oh, gutted. He notched you. Isn't that funny? An NGAD can be notched by a friggin' A. Oh, I'll take that back. Still 2,000 knots. It's meant to be about 60 to 80,000 feet, viewers. Ignore the attitude. It's the best we can do to get it all to work, all the ranges and stuff like that. Again, DCS is not made for this kind of missile. You have to abuse it massively to get these things to work. Well done, guys. I'm calling it there. You've killed them all. You've killed all 98 or whatever it was. I just don't want to wait for the stragglers. And you've only... Oh, you lost 3. Huh. All right, well, it's still a resounding victory, guys. What I want to do, pop in one thing and just check everything was set up fairly, guys. If you would, hop out of the server and tune into my stream, please. Viewers, obviously, when you see such crazy results, the first thing you think is, oh, you've not set up that up fairly. You've scripted something in. You've done something naughty to produce a popular result to get views. I can assure you we haven't. Where is it? This one. Open. Right. So just to double check everything. Oh, I forgot to do... Oh, you saw that they were not invulnerable because you saw them dying. But I can just show you how I've got them set up. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm about to shoot my friend.
It doesn't matter. I've quit anyway. They're all normal. All normal. Oh, I turned RTB on, but bingo fuel off. That's why they didn't RTB straight away. Blah, 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 blah. Set up that there. I'll do some random hostiles. Whoever's watching my screen, can you choose one of those grid squares for me that's got a hostile in it, if you can read it?
Delta Charlie.
Delta Charlie there. And a number between 1 and 4?
Yep. 3.
3, that's that one there. Cap, ace, random, whatever. Fully armed up, blah, blah, blah. One more time, another guy, a grid square with some baddies on it.
Charlie Alpha, I think it is.
Can you see it? Charlie... Delta, you mean? No.
Charlie. It's a
Top row,
MiG-20.
middle green.
Yeah, middle green.
Top one.
A MiG-31.
Yep.
All right.
Pick
That one there?
Yep.
All right. Number between 1 and 4.
1.
But you got it. A skill level, normal stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Right, that's it, guys. A resounding thrashing. Like I said, the only ways I can think of moving forward is maybe against a US 5th gen, because they're much stealthier. Just don't think we can even find a way of defeating this, because they're so tactically good with those missiles, with those speeds, blah, 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 with that radar cross-section.
The power of the NGAD here with the wingmen, and if you loyally, control them one at a time and do them like chainsawing, they're pretty potent.
This is gonna, this is gonna go. We have to make a friggin' Chinese NGAD or something to go against it. Interesting. All right, viewers. I hope you enjoyed that, and bye-bye.